Good afternoon, and thank you for having me. As I was told, my name is Nataliya Drozd. I represent non-governmental organization Dobrochyn Center, based in Chernihiv, north part of Ukraine. Our work is local participatory democracy, including youth engagement and empowerment. On my way here, it took 2 days, 1 bus, 2 trains, 1 plane. I received news from my hometown of Chernihiv that it was struck by 3 missiles. My husband was on a bus during the explosions going to his work. It was 5 minutes drive. His work is Chernihiv Polytechnica. The university was damaged. His colleagues were hurt. His cabinet was almost destroyed for the 2nd time since the full-scale invasion. It was rebuilt and again destroyed. And it was only 5 minutes difference. Our hearts ache for the ongoing hostilities and casualties in Ukraine. But at the same time, we choose to remain and be effective and continue our work. Today, I will talk about youth engagement in the borderline near Russia and Belarus. And often people ask why. Why we are so resilient and strong since the full-scale Russian invasion? How we are? And we answered, firstly, we have no choice. But soon we understood that it is exactly our choice to stay strong and resilient and continue our work and to be effective. And today I would like to talk about the young people, about their strength and resilience in Ukraine, and how they are coping with everything else. Youth and children from the liberated frontier communities are now developing to the development of their communities. Many new self-organized groups and new organizations have appeared. They help to rebuild, they raise funds, assist internally displaced persons and children. Many stakeholders, state, local authorities, local communities, people, business, and foreign donors, including the German Marshall Fund, are supporting this work. One such case is Gorodnya. Gorodnya territorial community is the only one in Ukraine that borders simultaneously with 2 state aggressors, Russia and Belarus. It was occupied since February 24th, 2022, till April 3rd, 2022, almost 30 days. The community was under occupation long time. 40 days, it sounds like a very short period of time, but you are living under every second threat. It's a long period of time. All roads were blocked up. All bridges were blown up, and they were like in a siege. So local authorities, citizens, and youth actively resisted the Russian occupation. Youth began by creating a group on Telegram channel and in all available sources to inform population about any information and at first call on people not to panic. They encourage people not to believe Russian propaganda and not to take the humanitarian assistance. They also asked people to share intelligence because it was very vital for the defense of our region and Kiev and Ukraine as well. When the light and communication were out, people were actively looking for the places where any cell or internet connection was, and they tried to continue their work informing the population without any fear of being persecuted by Russian FSB. There were lots of Russian police in their community. When all the products were sold out in their stores and the pharmacies were left without any medicine, youth created an exchange pharmacy. This is the place where the resident could bring their medicine and exchange for the necessary one, or bring any leftovers, they have food, medicine, just to share with those who need it most. young volunteers also brought food and medicine directly to the homes of people who needed, who were sick, disabled. Also, young volunteers bring drugs and insulins for the surgery, for the operations, evading Russian blockpost without any fear of being persecuted. As well, we have electrician brigades, including young people who also went to damage and repair the damaged power lines, bringing back into their communities mobile communication, water, and internet. You can see some pictures of these volunteers in the occupation. This is Ilya Cherevko, was born 1995. He stayed in Horodnya under occupation doing volunteering work. And now he says that he is already the active part of the recovery process in their community, and they asked for more support and resources for the youth engagement. This is Ilya Chekman, was born 1992. He also stayed in Gorodnya under occupation and worked as a rescuer. He says that it is youth that must make the most important decisions about future of Ukraine, about what country should be after the war. It is youth who should be already the active part of the recovery and reconstruction process, both on community and national levels. Because what we lay down today, we will have tomorrow. The such country we will have tomorrow. Vlada Volachok, she is 23, also stayed in the city during the occupation. She says that the occupation shows how much youth loved their own town, their own country and community. It encouraged her not to give up and became a volunteer. And she would like, and together with her counterparts, youth colleagues, to transform their community in our country into a modern, strong and powerful state. Summing up, I would like to underline, it is paramount simultaneously to create infrastructure for the youth engagement to the recovery and reconstruction process and empower them to implement youth-led actions in their communities. In order to remain and be engaged in public life in their communities, they have to be included as stakeholders to any policy development and implementation, such as youth programs, strategies, whatever. They should perceive the ownerships of the actions they are involved in. And after all, recovery is all about people, not only about roads, bridges, buildings, though it's also important for their life being. Human capital is very crucial for our recovery. Human capital, it's people to rebuild our society. Human capital, it's people to contribute to our vibrant economy. And more strong and resilient communities are those who comprehend human capital, those who understand the importance of youth involvement. And youth is literally the future of Ukraine, and we should build that future together and with them. Thank you.